butterflies can get there, but here we go.
Catherine Parenteau serving to Haywood. Let's play pickleball.
Yeah, she poaches well.
She
From the left, from the right, wherever. As soon as you put your head down and you think you can keep Catherine Parenteau back in the at the baseline or in the midcourt, you have to be wary of Hailee Waters.
And we got a new weapon in the hands of Catherine Parenteau over there, which we're going to have a little chat with her after this and get you guys some intel. Oh, it's pretty.
Yeah, it is. Really nice, right up the line. Haywood sitting pretty heavy on the backhand side on that particular counterattack attempt, and Catherine shockingly puts it to the perfect spot.
Haywood goes back at Catherine there. She'd have been fine, but do not go in with the 2E of Hailee Waters, because guess what? You're going to get your partner killed. There's a good look at the paddle, and we're going to get you some details on that for sure, because that is new. And that is poaching the other way.
Yeah.
Before, you had a nice soliloquy about she poaches well. You could have just stopped at she poaches well.
Yes, it did. I didn't need to add the sides.
Oh my, they were in the I formation, but their chaos becomes your problem sometimes.
Absolutely. So they both play well off the ball, create pressure with their court positioning and their athleticism and their movement, as well as their actual shot selection.
A little deep from Haywood, and this is what they do. 4-0.
4-0-1.
That is really nice from Haymore. Did she catch it?
She seems to think so.
In.
Oh,
yeah.
wow.
Yeah.
So Catherine switched the call. I think the initial call was out.
I think it was too, but might have just caught there.
I mean, that is really nice to get low and hit a forehand on the backhand side of your body.
Yeah, don't miss leg day. That looked painful. That's a great shot from Hailee.
And a pretty big looping backswing from Hailee Waters, trying to deceive her opponents. A nice fill from Hayley Haymore in the middle, even though she couldn't come up with it. I do believe she was in the proper position.
Good finishing overhead from Haywood. So Hay's getting the ball back here.
I mean, it's fun.
I have to do it. It's happening. I'm just telling you it's happening.
0-5-1.
Good look at Catherine Parenteau, 30 years old, now lives in South Florida. That's nice. So that time she took it all the way cross court to the right hip, though. That gets the 2E out of the mix.
Yes, as Hailee from the right side in that position to counterattack has to be sitting heavy on the backhand side. So what a shot from Haywood to get it all the way there. Yeah, tough follow-up after such a... that was a great scramble from the back of the court to get forward on the previous point. You don't want to have a quick hitter on the next.
Oh my! Okay, Hailee. Welcome to championship court.
I mean, that looked pretty casual.
That was
too.
very. Are you related somehow to Alshon? What is going on here? This is gratuitous tweeners. Okay. So much firepower.
All right, Hailee starts it up, and Catherine just lurking in the middle with the forehand from the left side on the next.
And I can tell you, I've watched Catherine play a lot. There is more in her power coming off that than other paddles I have seen her play with.
Little life over there.
Yeah.
Ball coming off with some oomph.
Yeah.
Timeout receiver 7-1-1. 7-1-1. Point.
I mean, anytime you're competing on the PPA Tour, it's a fantastic situation. But, you know, court 6 and championship quarter 2.
They are not the same court.
They are not the same.
Even though they are the same dimensions. I mean, just seeing your name on a scoreboard.
Of course. I mean, it's big. It's big.
8-1-2.
Yeah, I remember I made a nice run at Indian Wells with David Redding in senior pro, and there's my name on the scoreboard. I lost my mind.
Oh my goodness.
Like it says Fleming, and it's not a misprint.
Yeah, I remember that run. Lefty Redding.
Exactly.
Okay.
Trying every angle, really well done by Jessica Haywood there.
Yeah, she needed all of them.
Yeah.
That was good stuff, and that was nice. When they have lined up with Haywood on the left, it's nice to see Haymore giving her that free rein over there. When they first switched over, Hailee was squeezing her a little bit in the middle. That's a great initial backhand punch from the midsection from Haymore. Just couldn't come up with that last forehand.
I like what I'm seeing from the youngster.
Oh, yeah.
Just the paddle position and the movement. That's, you know, you and I obviously have a lot of roles in the world of pickleball, and we identify talent. The way you move is really important to me, and I like it. I know the scoreboard she doesn't love, but it's potential here.
Point.
Game point for CP and AL Dub. You know, sometimes the draws aren't your friend either, and you know, it's not Hailee and Jessica's fault they lost to the girlies, but it happened. Wow, Catherine tried to play that. I don't know why, but 11-1, smiles galore, and
Guaranteed pickleball play every week. No hassle, no paddle stacking lines, no worries. Join a pickleball league today and up your game with competitive, consistent, well-matched play. Connect with your local leagues, check live rankings on your phone, and play with ease. Whether you're there to socialize with your community, network across the net, or have fun playing your favorite sport, leagues are a stress-free way to enjoy your play. Find your closest league at pickleball.com and click Leagues today to get started.
go find that Atlanta Slam final from Atlanta a couple weeks ago. So here we go, game 2.
Oh, wow. Just enough pace control from Hailee Waters to drop it in.
Wow, indeed. And there's been a James Bond sighting.
Yes, there has been.
We'll get into that in 30 seconds here, folks. So,
yes, please, go ahead.
we love James Bond, but James Bond has hit center court, as have some of the helicopter, and I love that helicopter came by, and it has nothing to do with our story, even though it feels like it should. Oh no. So 007 is what?
Yeah, so it's a new paddle from Selkirk, and there is a lot of life in it. This past weekend, no one was using it at MLP Virginia Beach, but I got to talk to Johnson Cola and Colin Schick, 2 Selkirk players, and there was a glimmer in their eye talking about this weapon that Catherine is wielding right now.
So here we go, new black and red beauty, and it has definitely been coming off a little hotter. And now we're going to see a bunch of these, I would guess, from the the Selkirk folks. There's a good look at the paddle right there. Very thin.
Point.
Nice cover from Annalee Waters up the middle.
Yeah, deep in the court.
Yeah, Haywood not ready for that response.
Yeah. Nice.
Yeah, that's great stuff. Nice quiet paddle position from Haywood, and Haymore with a nice volley to set that up.
And I got to thank our U.S. military for putting a helicopter above us while we're talking about James Bond. We're going to be telling you more about that. We're very close to the Oceana Naval Base here. Thank you to everyone who serves in our armed forces. And it is non-stop showtime here with all the squadrons getting out there and getting their practice exercises going. We're getting flyovers by the minute. It's fun.
It is.
Oh my, and look at that. Off the paddle, little spinner, and runs away from Annalee. Can't get there.
I thought it was going to be showtime, possible Sports Center top 10 situation, but Annalee couldn't quite. She got a late start.
Yeah.
It was awkward with the spin off the paddle. I don't blame her.
Nice from Haymore. So we're talking about this new paddle. How long does it take to get one dialed in? I know it takes me a while.
Yeah, well, it takes some players more than others, and I would imagine that Catherine Parenteau is on the short end of that list. And often when you are playing with something a little thinner, a little poppier, sometimes that mid-court play and the blocking and the taking pace off of the ball is the last thing to come.
And she is the expert in that area, so that will speed it up for her for sure. Haywood again, very nice twice over there, has had that quiet forehand ready.
And really the main thing for me with the poppy paddle is the counter-attack pace that you get. And that is something that maybe Catherine Parenteau doesn't need, but is a part of her game that she could ramp up a little bit.
Well, those and twos came from two ladies that are absolutely cramming it at them, and Rohrabacher was definitely doing that in that final we talked about. So something to just put in your back pocket. Oh, that's pretty. Haymore was trying to get to that scorpion she did earlier, and then this time it's on that other side again.
Yeah. Catherine still has the tricks, new paddle or not.
Yeah, well, James Bonds has all. He's got a whole queue that gets all the tricks and all those things ready for him.
Point.
Nice pressure from the left from Annalee Waters. Just relentless.
5-2-1. Second serve.
I mean, yeah, she holds that front shoulder closed. So just watch the heck out, whether it's at the kitchen line or from the back of the court. Annalee's going to do something crazy.
Nice take from Hailee Haymore there. So hanging right in there in game two and get a couple here. And I mean, the beauty would be if you could figure out a way to force Annalee to call a timeout, because she will take one early. Oh, you're there. And then Jessica's like, come on, girl.
Yeah, that was an aggressive pump fake that time from Haymore to Haywood. Yeah, you're right though, Dave. It's always the goal to force Annalee to call a timeout. Carolina, and we got some up-and-comers too.
We will see one of those coming up a little later. Brooke Buckner will be on center in a
5-2-2.
doubles match you are not going to want to miss. We've got four of the best ladies singles. We got Caitlin Christian and Kate Fahey against Brooke Buckner and Zoe Wong. And there's a, ooh, look at that nice upset for Callie Smith and the big fellow Roscoe Bellamy. That is a great win over Etta Wright and Tyler Loon.
Yeah, three Utes and a Bellamy over there, and that is absolutely, that's not just a light upset, that's a full-on upset in my opinion.
That is really nice there. And we showed those women's mixed doubles race standings. That's going to hurt at her right.
Yes, it is.
Too high and loopy, and Jessica Haywood just mouthed to the heavens, too high.
Too high. It was.
Yes,
I mean,
we're in violent agreement with you.
Forehand roll, I mean, fine shot selection.
Yeah.
Just need a little bit better execution, because you will pay.
I mean, that's just a terrific get from Haymore there. And then that's just me.
Yeah, that's, I mean, talk about putting the ball to all parts of the court. And I agree with you, a little slide on that initial get from Haymore.
And just laid it in the kitchen like nothing.
And that wasn't even a traditional drop volley from Hailee Waters. That was the short hop. And that's what Hailee does. I mean, we talked about the good, quiet forehand paddle position of Haywood, having some nice counters. She just switches her spot and goes to the other hip. Doesn't matter. You hit 2 good shots against Hailee. She's just going to mix it up and find what works.
You're not going to get a chance to hit a third. 7-2 here in game 2. And now 8-2. Yeah, the place where ambitious Ernies go to die right there. I still, again, using the second timeout.
Nice to even have that be an option. Though.
Yes,
Ernie didn't work out, but
Irina plays on, and my man Adam is the coach.
What a move. Just, I mean, 0 to 60 so quick. One push off, Hailee Waters is there.
It's like one of the fighter jets we have flying overhead. Match point. You don't see Catherine off balance too often. You just did.
Yeah, nice volley. If a team poaches aggressively, you have to go behind them on the first volley at some frequency. Nice work from Haywood.
Just doesn't come up with the drop, so 2 match points saved. More time on center. Movement says you've gotten 25 minutes and 28 seconds so far. Ooh, almost curled that in.
Catherine kind of shook her head afterwards. I think she pulled that paddle back thinking it was going to go long, and it ended up going wide, but not long. Tough to hit with pace from that position, though, from Haywood. Just good enough on the first volley from Catherine Parenteau, because Haywood had a nice dip on that particular shot. I like the move from Haymore.
3rd match point. And why not just rip it down the line? And now I can say that Catherine and Hailee have won their last match. And
well, ladies, always fun to face a new team out here. You guys came out and put together a match just the way you wanted to. Tell me how you're feeling.
Feeling very good, feeling pretty motivated after what happened last tournament. So I'm super excited to see how this week's gonna go, and always a blast competing next to Hailee.
Hailee, that poach is just so lethal. We all want to do that. Talk about learning that shot and choosing when to do it.
I feel like I never kind of really learned it. It was just something that was like see ball, hit ball, like, you know, like go jump. I love it, especially on the backhand side. I can do it on both sides, but I love the backhand. I feel like I really twist my body well and can create more angles. But yeah, we're trying to teach Catherine the poach now, so been giving her some pointers. But yeah, I think it's getting better. She went for some poaches today, and I saw it in the mixed match, so watch out. Catherine's a good poacher.
Tell me about the new poach you're working on. That's awesome.
I don't know, like I'm trying to do like Hailee said, like just, you know, you see the ball, go get it. And sometimes I'm just running and they're hitting right at me. I'm like, what am I doing? She's like, well, stop your feet before you hit the ball. I'm like, okay. But the last point, I think, of the first game, I went for like a poach and I didn't even know how far the ball was going out. Thank God it went out. But yeah, still work improvement, some improvement to do here.
Not just a partnership, but also an awesome friendship. I love you guys. Congratulations, you're moving on to the round of 16.